care of your scalp. And then next is, you should at least, scrub your scalp once a week. It's funny how we spend so much attention for our face, we mask it, we scrub it, but we have never ever thought of scrubbing our scalp. It's skin, it's the same as face, except that, with special scrub shampoos, you are able to remove the dead cells, and it actually prevents future scar issues. Okay, and then you should also, when you're free, drop by your hairdressers, ask them to give you a scalp scanning. It's more or less like going for a medical checkup, but really what it does is just, you can keep in track whether you have any problems with your scalp. If there's no good, if there is, solve it immediately, because scalp problems, you should never sit on it. If you let it be, it will only get worse. There's been very low chances that when you leave your scalp problem, it will heal by itself. Very rare. Okay, so don't feel afraid. No matter what it is, hair loss or dandruff or whatever, there's always something to it. It's not a disease, it's just a condition. You can cure it just with treatment. So you can just ask your hairdresser, help you to deal with it. And then, cleanliness of your hair. It is very important to condition your hair every time after you wash, especially for hair that's longer than your shoulder. We call it below shoulder length. Why? Because when your hair is long, nutrients do not travel so far. So in order to make sure that it becomes more manageable, it is best that you condition your hair after every wash. You can only get away with this if you never colored your hair or you have short hair. And then do hair treatment once a month. You won't see the difference actually. For those who have done hair treatment, right, you will feel like after the treatment, 1 or 2 weeks, your hair, very easy to manage. After that, it just fades away. It simply needs replenishing, because with the hair treatment, it helps you to manage your hair better. And then apply hair moisturizer or serum every day on dry ends. Like for me, I've bleached it before, so there's no escape. I need a hair serum every single day. And then apply products for UV protection if you love the sun and beach. Does anyone go swimming here? Sometimes, right? Okay. So why do I say this? Because actually many people didn't know that the combination of the sun and the chlorine, or the sun and seawater, the salt, actually dries out the moisture from your hair. It just dries and dries and dries until you wash your hair. So always wash your hair right after a swim. It's very important. Okay. And then how your hair smells and how you dress it, how does it affect us really? I find that many people, mostly girls, when you buy a shampoo, you tend to also take into consideration the smell. How many people buy shampoo because it smells good? Hands up, please. Just one.
Anyone, you definitely will smell the smell.
Yeah, before you shave. Right. Because we are women, we spend money on perfume because we like to feel good and smell good, isn't it? Everyone likes to feel that way. So actually, smelling good is very important, but sometimes it's very difficult when you're very busy. Say you are in a hurry, and I do know a fact that many people skip the hair wash because they got no time for blow drying. It's like, no time for blow dry, wash tomorrow. Right? Okay? It's like that. So sometimes we get a bit busy with different priorities, but it's fine. You can still smell good even if you're busy. The tip is use a dry shampoo. Right, all you need to do is to spray on the dry shampoo on your scalp. It will absorb the oil and the smell, rub away the powder, and you're done. Especially ladies who wear headscarves. I know for a fact that if you wear it for a long period of time, in the evening you start to go like this. It's common because we sweat, we have oil. So the tip is, again, bring out the dry shampoo, go to the ladies, spray on your scalp, clean out the oil, feel refreshed, and then wear it back on. Then you feel so relieved, all that good, that feeling. Okay? So then it helps. Just a dry shampoo, you can keep your hair smelling good. And also, of course, best if you do not avoid washing your hair. There is a product that it's called a primer. It helps to cut down the blow dry time. So imagine if you use 15 minutes to blow dry your hair, it cuts down, say, 7 to 8. It's like, oh my god, somebody invented it already. Okay? And I'm sure at home you don't have like a professional size hair dryer like this at home. Maybe you use a more conventional one. And most of the time it's like, when is it going to dry already? It takes so long to dry, So it's always good when you have the right product. It helps to make your life so much easier. And then use products that smell good or hair perfume. Some people actually use hair perfume, but some people they find the idea very weird. So if you ask me, it's fine if you just go for any products that smell very well. And then always make sure your hair is fully dried when you leave the house, because if you leave it natural dry, it will take longer, and most of the time they tend to smell towards the bad side rather than the good. So try to dry it, okay? And then use a primer and protection products for those people who use hair dryers or curling tongs or styling items at home. Okay? So then we have this primer. It actually works as a 3-in-1. It helps to protect your hair from the heat, and also it will protect from the humidity so that your style will stay longer. For those people who use it before a blow dry, it actually cuts down the blow dry time. So it's really handy product. Okay. Next, for people who color their hair. Color has become a very normal part of our lives, and you cannot escape it, especially when you start to have gray hair. Okay? So what happens is, most people, when you color your hair, it's always good to pair it with products that are color friendly, because they have 2 functions. The first one, they protect it from the sun, because UV actually causes color fading. And the second one is actually every time you wash your hair, a little bit of the pigment will be washed away. So you can use this product to protect, or you can use like conditioners that contains pigments. It helps to refresh or to maintain that hair color. So nowadays, very modern, all type of product you can find. You can just Google it. Also use products for UV protection, especially for color. And if you love swimming, it's just very bad for your hair color. And then always do a color protection hair treatment at your hairdressers. So it's a bit confusing now when you talk about treatments, like which one is which one, you know. So let's look at it. If you have colored hair, usually we go for more for like hydration and color protection treatment. And if you have like normal hair, go for hydration, because we all need the extra moisture boost. And then for perm hair, it's good to have water, because it keeps that bounce in your hair. It just looks nicer. And then if you have like bleached or damaged hair like me, it's good to go for protein or keratin treatment. It basically means the same thing, but it helps to tame down the frizz, because if you bleached or damaged your hair, it tends to fluff a lot. And then the most common treatments that you can find in most salons is a smoothness treatment. It's mostly for frizzy hair. I mean, look at the weather. It's not our fault. It's the weather, isn't it? Even Guaylo in UK also come here, the hair will become frizzy. It's the humidity. So usually this sort of smoothness treatment, it will help us to maintain our hair much better. And it's most common, and I find most salons carry this sort of treatments. Okay? So far, are we alright? Yep. So then today, what you see in front of you is a new line of product called Your Hair Assistant. Yeah, I know tacky name, but it's supposed to mean like it is your hair assistant when you use it at home. It's developed by a very famous hairdresser. I'm sure you all go gaga over him. So there's a short introduction video of this product. It's his inspiration of how he started to create this range of products. It's dedicated for women, and I like to share it with you. And then we have a conditioner. It's the same range. It works very well for especially our humid weather, because we want products that can tame down the hair but not flatten it too much. Because if it flattens it, it just looks a bit older. And we want that natural volume in our hair. So this one, it will, you know, really tame it down, but give a little bit of natural volume with it. And when we talk about products that give good smell, most of the time, it's not the shampoo that gives the lasting smell, it's the conditioner. So I'm going to pass it around.
How you feel? The smell? You like it?
Herbal, right?
Herbal?
No, it's not herbal, unfortunately. But
You
feel
like
free to know, feel safe to know that all our products are paraben and sulfate free. Yeah.
Unique.
Right, so now what we're trying to do is we're trying to achieve this look. So what Lisa has done is she sprayed on some of the product blow dry primer. It helps to keep the hair in place. It's a product, but it doesn't give that very thick residue there, you know. It's very lightweight. And this look, I can tell you, it's achievable at home, even in 5 minutes. Yeah, initially maybe the first round you take half an hour lah, but as you practice, it will take shorter and shorter time because it's really very simple. Okay, so I'm going to show it on my hair just in case you say, nah, it's not true, it's not achievable. It's absolutely achievable. So if you do it at home, basically what you need to do is you grab a front section like this. Okay, divide it into 3. And then start doing like a normal plaiting. As you go, you use your free hand to add hair into it. Okay, and then continue with the next hand. Just requires a bit of practice. Usually I like to have a little bit of hair on the sides, so I'll just take a bit more and stop here. Okay. Okay, and then tie this up. Okay, and then sometimes when you tie up your hair, you feel like you look a bit broke up, in the front. When you want to pull with your hand, you accidentally pull too much and go, need to tie again. So there's actually this tool that I like to introduce to you. Yeah, I call it the women's secret weapon. It's a brush. It's cosmetic grade. It's makeup grade, but please don't use it on your face. So what we do is we have this volume creator, a powder that gives you volume, added into the brush. So what you do is you open the back of the brush. Okay, put in the powder. I'm going to put a bit in because I finished all of it. Okay, so this powder is 100% organic. It's made of bamboo and coconut shell. Okay, it's absolutely washable, so it won't clog your pores or anything. Okay, cap up. And then when you use, see that? So what I want to do is to give that little drop of hair, okay, without trying too hard. And then, in case I look like a chicken, I use a mirror. So what you do is you brush it in, okay, and then so without using my hand, I get to look really natural. Korean style. Very effortless. So you go like, oh, actually it's so simple. Yeah, because when you use your hand, you tend to overdo it so much. Okay? And then, very simple. With the rest of the hair, Lisan is trying to curling tong it. I'm not going to tong my hair because I cannot tong it 5 times a day today. So it's very simple. If you tong it at home, because you already tied up half of the volume, you only need to tong the bottom. So it's really a very simple and fast trick to do your job very quickly. I always divide it into half, look in the mirror, and then tong it like this, looking at the mirror. It's really not that difficult. Just take a bit of practice. Okay? And it doesn't help because I'm a hairdresser, I do it better. I know many hairdressers who cannot do their own hair. Yeah, it takes practice. And then we finish it with the definition mist. It's actually a product that helps to keep your style in place. It's anti-humidity. It gives a little bit of polish. It's kind of like a serum, the very lightweight one. It's not oily. Because I know we all hate that type of oily and heavy product in our hair. And you can all try it on your hair. It's really light. It feels like nothing. Can I? Really lightweight. So you never go like, oh, too much. You can layer more and more of it. Okay? Plus it smells good. Yeah. So come, can you show everyone the hair? Ta-da! So we took what? 5 minutes. It's really quick. It's doable at home. You just need to practice a bit. I mean, look at my hair. Thank you so much. Okay. You see this part? It looks messy but still nice, right? And then you see this? Somebody said volume. I heard. Thank you very much. Yes, that's the keyword we're looking for. It's the volume. often when we tie ponytail, this part is flat. It's not your fault. Thank our parents. We are just Asian, we have to accept it. So this part, if we do not have it naturally, we simply have to fake it. So how do you do it is by using this tip and trick. A back comb will do it very quickly. So in order to help the back comb to stay in place, you can first use the power